Hey everyone, the election is now over and Obama was selected. You know, I've done a lot of thinking all night long, and before I went to bed and after I woke up, watching some videos, paying attention to what's going on. And I took some notes about what's coming up in the next 4 years, if we make it through the next 4 years. You know what really scares me is everything that Obama has done so far. And there are so many people that are not paying attention, and that's obvious by the vote. You know, for you people who voted for Romney, you know, you're just as guilty for those who voted for Obama. You know, I think what's even more crazy is the people who are only half awake. I've got a lot of friends who are half awake, and it just drives me nuts, you know, when I try to explain to them, you know, I don't understand how you can only be half awake. I mean, they understand that there's a new world order, and they understand that there's an Illuminati, and they understand that there's, you know, the government's trying to take your guns and trying to restrict your citizenship and trying to take your freedoms, but yet they still vote for Obama. I don't get it. And I was talking to my one friend, you know, who works for one of the big three corporations, and I asked him, I says, well, who did you vote for? And he said, well, I voted for Obama. And I'm like, why in God's name would you vote for Obama? And he said, well, because he bailed out the auto companies. I'm like, are you stupid? Do you really think that happened? It was a government takeover. It wasn't a bailout. They still own over 26% of GM. But what really scares me is what's coming, and you know, in contrast to what everything has been done so far by the elites in this country. The last 4 years have just been devastating. The 8 years of Bush was when it really all got the ball rolling. I mean, it's been going on for a long time, but now it's like the ball has so much speed and it's rolling downhill so fast. It's just unbelievable right now. You know, is it too late to wake up? Is it too late to do anything? I mean, with being awake comes action. I mean, it's great to make videos and demonstrate and make signs and yell and scream and holler, but that's not enough anymore. That's, you know, they don't listen to us anyway. There's a few things that I'm really worried about. And one of them is Obamacare. You know, I talk to people who are half awake and they keep on saying, well, don't worry about Obamacare because they're not going to fund it. It's already being funded. What are you talking about? Your tax money is going to fund it. And with Obamacare comes the RFID chip. You know, in the next 4 years, everyone's going to be chipped. I can guarantee you that. That's one of the things that Obama is pushing for. I don't see much more changing. I mean, they're still going to destroy the middle class. The middle class is going to continue to get smaller. I talked to so many people yesterday, and they were either for Obama or Mitt Romney, and I'm like, don't you pay attention? Don't you understand? And then when they asked me who I voted for, I said I voted a straight ticket libertarian. They look at me like I'm stupid. Gun confiscation is coming. Look at the people in New York City. They're more worried about the New York Marathon and the voting polls and the voting booths than they are getting people water and food and shelter. That's how much that your country cares about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about anything. Is it too late for this country? Is it too late to save this country? Because, you know, I talk to a lot of people who are half awake who claim to be awake and understand what's going on, but yet they still believe in term limits and voting people in and voting people out and changing things around and doing this and doing that. Honey, we've been doing that for the last 100 years, and where has it gotten us? Absolutely nowhere. I've always said this, with being awake comes action, and I don't mean demonstrations and making videos. You got to get off your ass and do something. You have to do something. You know, I have a survival camp every year. Each and every year, I invite the entire YouTube community to go. And you know who comes? 1 or 2 people. Why? Because you guys don't want to do anything. You don't want to get off your ass and do anything. Yeah, and I swear, I think the people who are half awake are the worst. Because they're like in the middle. They're half believing what's really going on, and they're half believing still that there's freedom in this country. The fact that Obama was reelected is not good news. It's not. He has done so much to destroy this country, what's left of it. And he wasn't elected, he was selected, that's obvious. I'm very scared for our country, and I'm very scared for our children. These are very dark times right now, very dark. You people who are half awake, you better wake up fully. And you people who are awake, when is the rubber going to meet the road? When are you going to get up and do something? When are you going to become proactive and actually do something other than make a video or, you know, voice your opinion? Without doing something, without being active, you're doing nothing, because the New World Order and the Illuminati are active each and every day. With yesterday's presidential re-election, the Illuminati, the New World Order, just got stronger hold on what's called the United States.